I noticed this one particular person was using the word civilian, and calling us civilians.
Yeah, and then telling us it's great. Yeah, you're a civilian. No, police are civilians under the Bill of Rights and Constitution. But when mayors and police call us civilians, that's a martial law term for the control grid. And notice how they're all using it now.
Yeah, I made a point of that. There was a guy trying to cause trouble there, and just riling.
You civilians are second class. We're the government. We're the authorities. We're the officials. No longer servants. No longer representatives. It's now authority, official, and you're a civilian. Shut up! I've been in Iraq pushing them around, and now I push you around.
It's crazy. They're not supposed to be calling us civilians, cops.
Hey, I'm going to push you, black guy. If you don't like it, I'm going to taser you, no reason. Oh, you're begging me, huh? That just gets me hot. I like it.
Yeah, that's...
You laughing at me? You laughing at me, civilian?
That right there is,
Maybe I'll put duct tape on your mouth, your eyes, arms, and legs, and throw you in the river. Talk about how you committed suicide.
What about the government?
You don't like it, boy?
How about government figures?
We run this country now. Bend him over. Come on, little piggy. Let me hear you squeal. Wee, wee, you little piggy. We run this country now. Yeah, we run it, and it's ours. You gonna learn, boy. We gonna learn you good now. Who runs it? The government's king, and we rule. All I gotta do go get the job as cop. And now I tell you what you do. Now I tell everybody. You understand me, boy? Huh? Huh? You got a problem with me calling you civilian? Lick my boots. This ain't good enough. Begging ain't good enough, boy. Get down there on the ground and lick my boot. I'm gonna piss on you now. We run your country now, boy.
Maybe a little less caffeine.
Yeah, Alex, it's crazy, man.
You like that, guys? Well, that's an imitation of them.
That's pretty good.
Perfect.
I mean, it's good, man. The show is awesome that you got going on, and when you're doing all this, it's true. I mean,
Don't you talk back, boy.
But government officials, like these government figures and everything, they're also calling us civilians, and I mean, people.
You gonna see, civilian?
They need to wake up, man.
I got a uniform. Bow down to that. Shiny medallions, fancy hat.
Hey, Alex, don't half of the American people work for the government?
Yes, they do.
They're supposed to fear us.
I mean, sorry.
That's what America's all about. It's about you being a civilian and shutting your mouth when I say it.
So, well, if you get a job working for the government, does that mean you're no longer a civilian? I mean, in their definition?
Well, of course, civilian is what the military always called us, and now cops say civilians line up, and we're under military law, we're under martial law. Thanks for the call. Good to hear from you, Danny. Okay. Nate in Maine, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
You call me boss man. I'm officer. You're a civilian. That means you're scum.
Yes, sir, boss man. Can I please worship the government better?
That's you, son of a bitch. Give me my taser. I don't like you praying to me. That's not enough of a grovel. Lick 'em. Lick the boot. Here. Now I want you to lick 'em that way. Lick 'em this way. You learn, you scum, you civilian trash. You pay my check right now. Oh, yeah. You pieces of trash. You do what I say. Lick it. Lick that boot, boy. Lick it all over. That's good. I'm gonna put it right there so you can lick it right now. Lick it, boy. Lick it when I tell you. Lick that boot right now. Lick it, civilian. Oh, God. I love the newscast after I push him and taser him after he begs for no reason. They then say he's bad, and he is, because he's a civilian. Lick it. Lick the boot, boy. Oh, you slave. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, guys.
Alex, I have a recommendation for you. I think you need to go into motion picture production, like on a theatrical basis. I mean, some of the stuff, the caricatures and the characterizations that you do on your program, you really could put that into a really good screenplay and just make the switch, Well,
William, I have been in a few movies, but I haven't pursued that.
Well, you'd be great at it, man.
I just get in the mind of a petty scumbag who's been real cowardly their whole life and beat kids up till they were about 14, and finally the kids beat them up, and they went, how do I get control? I'm sorry. I just got to get in that mindset. Like somebody real scared, but like it's into being tough. So, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you, and then if you don't like it, I'm gonna tase you. I'll do what I want. I'll do what I want. Yeah, I got the power. I'm a cop.
Anyway, I love the live show,
Oh,
Alex.
Jesus.
It's helping me wake a lot of people up. I shock people with my family, my friends, every time when I get them to sit down and watch it with me.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to talk real quick about how I stopped watching TV about 4 years ago.
That's not good, civilian. You need to watch that to learn who's your boss, boy.
And however, I do keep the cable on to monitor what's going on, and I compare it with your show, and I see what's really going on. But one thing I noticed is they had this commercial on the other day where they're talking about what kind of carbon footprint is your house leaving. And
yeah, they're getting you ready for the tax, the regulators, the control. They're going to be inside your house, civilian. Ooh. Just like Richard N. Haas, the head of the CFR, wrote and said, it's fake, but they're going to use it to be, quote, anti-human, that humans are the enemy of the elite. That is a public CFR document. Paul wrote an article about it where they admit it's fake carbon that's good for plants, that plants breathe, and then they ignore all the real toxic waste to tax us and have one-child policies. It's eugenics.
not to mention the fact that there's planets further away from Earth that have global warming that are uninhabited.
Exactly. The sun was heating up till about 6 months ago. Good to hear from you, Nathan Maine, civilian scum.